The waves look better today. Great start to the day, a great start to the weekend. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Top of the morning. Another day here at the Sweet Surf, man. Here we go. I'm looking forward to it. About to go get ready. It's 11 a.m. on a Saturday. And man, I'm feeling great. It's the weekend. I'm happy once again. Let's go. Thank God for the weekend, man. Man, it does wonders for the mental. I wish I had 4 days off a week instead of 2 though. So yeah, just griping about nothing. I'll see you out on the waves. Ocean was cold today. Like the water's been tapering down. It's the end of the summer right now. So it's been getting cooler and cooler and cooler. And I recently had to adjust back to my 3-2. And 3-2, that's a type of wetsuit. So in the really winter, when it gets really, really cold, a lot of people will migrate to a 4-2. That's just the thickness. 4 is more thick, 3 is less thick. And then the other one I have that's just like the one, I think that's a lot of the videos I have in it. It cuts off like I'm wearing a t-shirt. That one is super thin. It's like a tutu, and that's just for spring and summer when you'll be too hot if you wear the thicker wetsuits out there. And so I was able to this time get in there in my 3-2. It was really comfortable to be out there in that wetsuit again. I'm always a happy camper when I do get to wear that one, because it makes things a little bit easier. The water was cold and that felt really nice with the wetsuit. If I didn't have it, I'd probably be That guy just said he saw some phones out there, so let's hope. I went south of the jetty today. It's right next to my normal spot, but I don't go there every time. I usually prefer the northern side of the jetty here at my beach. Sometimes on a day like this where I just looked out, I saw the north side of the jetty. It looked like the current was pulling super, super hard. It looked like it was pulling everybody up north, and it just didn't look as rewarding of a set. So I decided I would go out where there was less people and also more waves. So I think less people, more waves, that's always a combination for excellence when it comes down to it. And so that's what I was shooting for here today. See Edie paddle out today. Doesn't look too crazy. Waves don't look too big or anything. But there does look like there's some pumpers out here. Surfing south of the jetty that I normally go to. The waves look better today. It's long sleeve wetsuit once more. The water's getting fucking cold. Fucking cold, man. There was a lot of shorter, littler rides in this one because the waves weren't holding out for super long. It felt like they would shape up, they would look good. So you'd see a shoulder, you'd be able to see kind of the face of the wave open out in front of you, but it would kind of hollow out right in front of the wave. And then, so it's like the wave is breaking, and then it hollows out in the middle. So it's almost like a bunch of the wave that made it seem like it was gonna slowly break right in front of you. All of a sudden that whole part would just turn into a circle, and then it would start to barrel and it would just crash a lot faster. So in a wave like this, on a day like this, it's really important to time your pop-ups. I try to just really keep my eye on the wave. If there's even a hint of, if I'm going to paddle in, if I see a wave, I see it coming over my shoulder, I'm paddle. I go to get in it. The first thing I'm doing is I'm looking down the line on the wave. I'm looking to see where the face is. I'm looking both directions. I'm looking to see if it's gonna close out right in front of me, and I'm looking to see how, like, basically, if the wave has hollowed out yet or not. Because if it hasn't hollowed out, then I have time. Then I have time to kind of rush the face, touch the top of the wave, and try and make a break for that section on the other side. I think I caught a lot of waves today, so I think a lot of them were slower. They didn't last as long. Like I said, they weren't holding out super well, but there's a ton of them. There's a ton of them. You'll see me dropping a bunch. You'll see me catch some cool drop-ins, some late drop-ins. I want to say even at one point, I might have even got barreled. I don't want to say it like with too much conviction and then look back on it and have it look way different. But like, there was definitely a couple points where I got barreled. Whether I made it out or not is the question. Because there's one where I got barreled like super nicely. I was like in the motherfucker, but it closed out on top of me. So it's not like I can really be like, oh yeah, I was in and out and yeah, exited the barrel and all that good stuff. There was one or two where I bent in. In my mind, I was like, oh, here's the barrel. Let me bend my head into it. And instead it just crashed on my head and I made it out. So I'm curious to see if I made any barrels today. Like if I caught them at any in like a cool fashion or whatnot, I suppose. There's a lot of people out there today. I wasn't really running into too many people because I was staying off to where I could catch it on the left, where I could go left on the wave for my goofy side, so I could face the wave. But most of the other people like that, like there's a lot of people who do surf regular, so there's a ton of people out there who were just surfing regular on the other side. There seemed to be some fun waves over there too, a little bit closer to the jetty. But where I was, there wasn't that much traffic. I wasn't competing with too many people. There's like one or two other people in my area at most at once. And most of the time, if we both ended up on the wave, we just split the peak. You know, like because there's so little of us, we can just make that note right there to each other. I'm like, hey man, I'll go left, you go right, or I'll go right, you go left, depending on the position that we're in. And so it was cool.
Out here taking bad waves.
There's one wave today where I took it and I was amazed. I got it really well and I was able to kind of pump and get a bunch of speed down the line. And then I end up shooting off the top of this wave, tucked into that barrel.
That can be though.
I want to see it back in the footage because I'm pretty sure that my board like flies up like 15 feet. Cause I go for like this major like snap and then the board just flies out and I just go down. I didn't stay with the board when it went up. I just kind of launched it myself. To be honest, that was an opportunity for a section for an air. I mean, I've only landed like a rare, like slim to none amount of airs. Like I've landed a couple by accident just cause like I had a lot of speed when I went for a turn and I just kind of like popped out and kept going. I was like, wow. But regardless of the case, that was a really fun one. That made me laugh. I want to see like where I landed after the board went flying. It was like a weird thing. Like while you're out there, you're feeling a mix of like the cold water when you first get in the water, and then I'm paddling around, and so I'm staying warm because I'm paddling so much. I'm staying active. I'm trying to get into all these waves. I'm exhausting myself, like I was talking about earlier. But while I'm out there, I'm like, there's patches out there where it's just like summer warm water. It's like, oh my God, like it's hot right here. And then you paddle 10 feet to your left, and it's freezing. It goes from like 74 degrees to like 64 degrees, 10 degrees difference, and it feels different for sure. That was another thing we were dealing with out there today, just the difference in the temperature, kind of the constant adjustment. But I mean, I wasn't really thinking about it too much. Like I said, I was mainly locked in on just trying to catch these waves. I think I got another one where it was like, what was it? Well, I just got like a really nice freaking like committed, like full-on snap, like on the top of a wave. And I came back on down and landed it. The tide was high. I did get in a little bit later. I think I got in around 11. So the tide was a bit higher, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it's better than it being too low and not having any power. So it was really just about kind of trying to time just being patient, honestly. Not even really trying to time it, just being patient and just waiting for that right wave to form up right in front of you. Because if you're just sitting there long enough, eventually a nice wave will just pop up right in front of you. But I was realizing that when...
Got some speed on that one.
I was trying to paddle my butt off to get one way or get to the other, or try and get to another wave on the other side, or try and get into another break a little further south on the beach, that I was kind of exhausting myself to go out there, and at the same exact time...
Oh, I thought that was gonna be on me. God damn it.
I look back from where I was I had just paddled from to get into position to catch the other wave, and the perfect freaking wave will go by like 5 minutes after I left. So sometimes it's best to just stay in place, be patient, and that wave will come to you. You'll catch a super fun one, and you won't even have to do anything. You'll barely even have to paddle in a position. It'll just pop up right on top of you. You just gotta pop up, execute, stand up, and carve yourself into the right position. Oh, there was a couple where like the wave would kind of break under me, but like I wouldn't really catch it, but like I was in it. Yeah, you know what, actually I think I know exactly what that's about. I just wasn't committing hard enough, which happens, it tends to happen to the best of us. Today definitely caught a couple of super fun ones, honestly. I want to say I landed a good floater at one point, like where I really popped over the other side of the wave and was able to make it to the section because of the floater. It closed out in front of me and I just jumped on top of the whitewash, skirted over, and then dropped into the face on the other side. That was fun. That was a fun wave. I like to surf on my front side, so that's when my face is facing the wave. For me, that's goofy. I ride goofy. I ride with my left foot back on the board and then my front foot in front. If you ride the opposite with your right foot in the back, you would be considered regular. And so I ride goofy, and so I tend to lean towards my front side or my face side, which would normally be considered a left. And so I was looking for those the whole morning, but I kept running into the issue where the left wouldn't hold and the right would hold out a little better. So I'm a little more hesitant to drop in a backside waves. That's just something I'm working on, like in my inner sanctum. I'm just a lot more comfortable on my face when I'm facing the wave. But I've realized I can make like almost more like bigger, larger turns with my backside. Like I can kind of go up to the top and do a big thing and just cut back in, because all of a sudden I'm facing the wave and then I just have to carve around and lean on my backside. So it's all a process. It's all similar. Like, you know.
Oh, poop. Oh, fuck, I'm tired.
No matter whichever way you catch a wave, you're gonna be having a good time. It's like, and if you can get comfortable on both sides, front side and back side, I would recommend not having a preference and just going for every single wave and catching it the best you can.
And then just die.
You don't want to get the bad habit that I have to only look out for lefts. Some insights, if I have any, I think they would be get up earlier and I'm starting to think that I need to just do like 3 or 4 sessions just completely on my backside. Just don't even go for my comfortable side at any point in time, and just so I can get really extra comfortable with it. But that's a hard thing to do because those goofy waves, bro. Like, I have so much fun on them. Once again, great day. Super fun out there. I'm exhausted after today. I don't know what took it out of me so much, but I felt like I was just paddling my butt off today. I just was constantly in motion. I was zoned in on the wave, just trying to paddle into a million freaking waves. It was exhausting. It took a lot out of me here today. And I'm not too mad about it at the end of the day. Like, I love that feeling. I love working, pushing my body to that point to where, like, that's all I can focus on. It's just me, the ocean, me, the wave, and that's my whole world for the 2 hours that I'm in the water. It was a great start to the day, a great start to the weekend. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Thanks again for joining in. Leave a comment, subscribe. If you have any critiques or anything like that, feel free to give them below. I'd love to engage with you guys and talk about it a little more in the comments section. And then, yeah, man, leave a follow too if you're interested, if you like content like this. Be on the lookout for more videos, more coming soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.